Hello, 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 everyone, and good morning to you all. My name is Ava, and this is Ruthie, and we've come to join you today for my regular video. And you can see here, Ruthie is just a schmoozing and schnoodling, and just, yeah, she's looking for some love. Yeah, so Jonah was more well behaved last night, so I was really happy about that. So today is the 18th of August. Almost said July for some stupid reason. Yeah. 18th of August, 2025. It is a Monday. Monday, 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 Monday. Yes. And if this happens to be the start of your work week, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So today it is cloudy. We're supposed to get rain over the next week. I am working here on my Canadian Beauty. Yesterday I was able to put in 223 stitches. And I reached 11,006 and I'm at 58.28%. Yeah, so I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I guess Ruthie decided to go over there and lay down. So, so last night, Jonah was so much better. I kind of farted around with him for a bit last night, like really played kind of rough with him for about 10 minutes. And he liked that. So then he was up. I'm sure he was doing something because one of the rugs by the wheel was scattered around and that. So I know that he was running around like a fool. And but I was able to sleep until 7 o'clock this morning. Yeah, and I got out of bed. It was 7:30, and got dressed and started my day. Made my coffee, and that. So, thank you to everyone who joined me for the live yesterday. It was fun. Sorry, I was really tired. I was really tired because on Saturday night, Jonah had kept me up most of the night with his yowling and his complaining and just everything else. So I was not in good shape. Thankfully, today I'm better. So now I am coming to you from the tiny village, town, hamlet, whatever. It is not a city. It is not a big town. It is small. Okay? Can we all say that? SMALL. Small. But anyway, yeah. So so nice that I have my internet back up and running. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Jeffrey, for doing that. So I am like I said, I got dishes to do. And that Wednesday, Juliet and I were going to the city because I have my hearing aid to start the process. Well, I'm getting two of them. My left ear seems to be the worst. It's the one that I kind of turn to try and hear. I don't know, maybe that makes my right ear the worst. I don't know. But yeah, and so we'll see how that goes. And then on, that's for 10 o'clock in the morning. And then at around 1, we go over to St. Boniface Hospital and go to the bone density clinic, and I get a bone density test. I've not had one before, so it's going to be, this will be a first for me. I know it's nothing to it, it's just a glorified x-ray, if you will. And then in, oh, come on. Oh, why are you knotted? Why are you knotted? Why are you knotted? Ugh. Alrighty. Let me find a needle here so I can pick at it. And we are going to go to, my hearing aid test is at Costco. Oh, I found out yesterday that our new Costco, which is more towards, which will be closer to us here, is supposed to be opening the middle of November. So that's good. So now I just wish that they would bring a Michael's over to the West End there. Because there's no Michael's. The nearest one is McGilvery, I think, where I'm going to get my hearing aids. So they really need to build a Michael's over there. And if that's the case, I don't want to do anything over there on the other side. So, because it's a lot closer. It's about a half an hour closer. So less traffic and all that kind of thing. So, and then there is the Michael's, no, sorry. The Costco on St. James is turning into a business center. So I guess that's just for businesses to go to. Well, I guess they can go to other places too, but. And then they're supposed to be building one over there off of Main Street, North Main, just beyond the city limits. Just beyond. And because I was surprised yesterday when I looked it up and it was saying, you know, Winnipeg and that, and I thought, why would they build it inside the city and pay all the taxes? No, they're doing it in West St. Paul, and that there's just right on the border. So the south side is Winnipeg, the north side of the road is West St. Paul. So, yeah. So that's good. And I know there's people in Brandon that wish that they could get Costco. And they should. By rights, they should. So, and then on Friday, I have my appointment with Kim again. And that's at 9 o'clock or 8:45 or whatever. And then next week on the 28th, I go to get my oil changed and get Susie looked at for, you know, make sure that her fluids are up and, you know, antifreeze and windshield washer fluid and whatever else, right? so that she's ready for winter. Now, it's not like I drive too far because I don't. Not anymore. So, yeah. So I'm going to get that done. And I am slowly, slowly, slowly getting into my routine again. Having my internet and my TV has been a big help, especially now because we're sliding into the burr months. I mean, there's going to be nice weather right now, right through till October, somewhere around in there, you know, before it turns really kind of getting really cold. By the end of October, beginning of November, we start, well, frost starts probably in September. And, um, and, um, but it's always a hit and miss. And snow, it depends. It depends. Because about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, we had a really bad Thanksgiving snowstorm. And Thanksgiving for us is the second Monday in October. And that's Ruthie girl. She's heading off. She likes to sleep. She's found a spot over here on my shelving unit. So, yeah, we had a bad blizzard and power was off and you name it, it was awful. But yeah, thankfully where I was, the power wasn't off for very long. So yeah, I was grateful for that. So those are my plans. And when I go to Arberg, I'm going to take a bunch of stuff there to the thrift store there and take that in. Yeah. So, but yeah, so I'm just working here on my Canadian Beauty. I've decided what I'm going to work on for September, that challenge, which is stitching it with the housewives. I'm going to work on, and I bought it the last time they had their sale. When was it? Mother's Day. And it was, these are the good old days. So I got to find a piece of black fabric or chalkboard fabric or something. I know I've got some. And there's not very many colors in it. There's like 5 colors, I think. So, and then what it is you put the months underneath it. So there's 3 pieces to the months, but you have to buy them separately from These Are the Good Old Days. So it might be that when there's a sale on again, which won't be until November or December, that I am going to buy a few months there. So, because otherwise for me they're too expensive. Yeah. I've decided on that one. It's fairly straightforward. It's not very big. It's only about this long, I think. And about this high, maybe. They're not very big ones. And what I'm going to do is, during my video, I'm going to work on that. And then, oh, shoot. And then afterwards, I'm going to concentrate on Canadian Beauty to get her done. I want to get her done. I want to get her done. And then it will be, do I work on one I've already got started, or do I start another one? Like there's one from Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's called Christmas Prayer. I think it's called a Christmas Prayer. And I just got the mini, and it's not that big. And I was thinking of maybe starting that one. And I'm thinking I'm going to do that one over one. I'm going to try. I am going to try. I don't know if I can. I don't know. I'm not sure. And of course, I can't find a lot of my stitching because I don't know where anything is. I used to know where it was. And a lot of them are just kind of put in different bags or boxes or bins or something. I don't know where they are. Yeah. So I saw this, well, actually I saw yesterday that the one individual, the driver of the truck from California, that it was involved in the accident on a Florida turnpike where 3 people sind tot. That he has now been charged with homicide in the 3 individuals. And so he should be. He was an illegal immigrant. How he got his CDL is anybody's guess. He came through Mexico in 2018 and then almost right away got his CDL. And these companies are fly-by-nights, right? If they're sued or whatever, they close up. Well, they will probably just shut down and then just restart under a new name. Same drivers, same people, same office, or maybe they'll change. And yeah, just be mindful, people. Oh my gosh, be mindful. I have never in my entire life, because I belong to various groups in Canada, it's like Canada Skilled Truckers, and Highway 1117 kills people, and it's just unbelievable. Like, I'm shocked. in a lot of ways, I'm glad I'm not out there on the road again. And a lot of the seasoned truck drivers, they don't want to be out there. They don't want to be out there. And it's just really, 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 it's scary. I mean, thankfully, I live along Highway 6 and 68. Now, Highway 6 is not as bad, but it is the only route up north to Thompson and Lynn Lake and Cross Lake and Nelson House and all those places up there. And so it is busy, but it is not as busy. Thankfully, we're not as busy as the 401 is and how 1117 is. And 11 and 17 are the twin highways that go through Ontario. That are part of the Trans-Canada. I'm so happy I'm not on those highways. I am so happy. I'm so happy. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It is some scary garbage out there. Just please, please promise me that wherever you are and on whatever highways and byways you drive on or are a passenger in a vehicle on, please keep your eyes on the road. Don't be in the hammer lane if you don't have to be. Don't be toddling along too slow. Those are what country roads are for. You know, if you're scared of city driving, get somebody else to drive you. You know, like I never liked the 401 around Toronto. Never did. And now, since I was younger, it went from a 4-lane highway, divided 4-lane highway. And the 401 is the busiest highway, I think, in the world. I think. If not in North America. Anyways, and that goes from the Quebec-Ontario border to the east, all the way down through Kingston and Toronto, and goes further west to Windsor, Detroit. And around Toronto, it's like 12 lanes, 16 lanes. But now they're making on the 401, like they're turning it into 6 lanes. Like it's just Looney Tunes. So, and a lot of veteran truck drivers, they just don't want to be out there anymore. They just do not want to be out there. They just want to, you know. So please be careful, whether you're Chicago, whether you're Los Angeles, whether you are Birmingham, Alabama, or Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, wherever you are, in Australia, in hello, Robin, down there in Oz. Mm-hmm. Thank you for your kind comments. So you're going to be coming out of winter, and we are coming out of summer. we've only got about 2 weeks left. And then we begin our slide into, that's the unofficial start to fall or autumn. I'm looking forward to it because then I can change up my tier tray. I'm starting to get my tier tray back up to what it should be. So, but yeah, I'm working on this critter here, and I have no idea what it is. I tried to figure it out. I don't know if it's a rabbit, if it could be a beaver. I think it is a beaver. I think, yeah, I believe it's a beaver because that's one of the national symbols of Canada. And beavers they look slow and lumbering and all that kind of stuff. But I can tell you, we had years ago, 40 years ago, we had a beaver that was down on the road and it was stopped. Oh my goodness, that thing was aggressive. It was building its den or whatever it was, and it was aggressive. So even though you think they're cuddly and all that, no, it's like a porcupine. A porcupine is cute, nice. Their faces are beautiful. They look really nice and lumbering and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. You don't want to get too close. Yeah. So so I'm hoping today I can get, I believe it's a beaver. I believe it's a beaver. Get this beaver done. I've done 55 stitches this morning. I am at 58.57%. Will I get to 60% today? It's anybody's guess. It's anybody's guess. So, it's so nice to get back into my regular routine. And it's, yeah, it's going to still take a while. Like I took you through a tour here. I'm still placing things, and where I have things right now, I don't want them there, and I put them somewhere else, and all of that. So it's gonna get sorted out. Don't forget, I've only been here for 3 weeks, and those 3 weeks went by, excuse me, like that. Like I can't get over it because I moved in here on the, what day did I move in here? It was in July. And I moved, oh gosh. Did I move? The 28th. So yeah, 3 weeks ago. So I just can't believe how fast the time's gone. Honest to goodness, I can't believe how fast it's gone. So, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Yes. I'm looking forward to September, 2 weeks from today, sorry. 2 weeks from today, and I'm going to be starting these are the good old days by Stitching with the Housewives. I'm going to start getting stuff together for it. Like I said, there's not very many thread colors. 4, maybe 5. So, yeah. So, we'll see how things go. So, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Jonah. She's hiding up in here. She's found her spot. No, Ruthie. Jonah is over. He's on top of my dresser. Since I don't have the cat condo, he likes being up there so he can look outside. So far, everybody's found their spot. and we'll see how it goes. So, thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would die on the cross for me so that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer I pray for all of you as well. Sorry, I was yawning. So, yeah, like I said, share, 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 and comment if you can. I love reading your comments. And it's always nice to see who's on, and don't forget there is the dedicated Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake. Okay, and that's over there on Facebook. So, and my email address is stitchingintheinterlake@gmail.com. Very easy. Very easy. Okay, I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Toodaloodles, everybody.